if you like good movies. Why'd you want to be middle class? Mike Lee did the film Naked that he was in. That's the one where it's very philosophical. I mean, Mike Lee's the greatest writer in the history of film. Sorry, I'm so frazzled here. The kids have today off, Veterans Day, which we'll be getting into. So I've been running around, helping out. Also went home for lunch. I mean, it was like 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, a delicious home-cooked meal, leftovers from last night, or like another fucking garbage food from the bodega, which has its place. You know, the great thing about eating in the South Bronx at these bodegas is it gives you explosive diarrhea. So it really cleans out your pipes. It's like an enema. They do not wash their hands. And neither do I.
Yeah, you don't, right?
Never. As George Carlin said, the only time I wash my hands is when I get shit on them. But like, I don't know, you look like I was tweeting this at the airport. Worst case scenario, when you were shaking it, you got a few drops of piss on you. Those will be gone before you've left the bathroom. Well, but there'll be a piss remaining. No, there won't be. I mean, if you piss your pants, yeah, it'll reek. But a little splash of bleach, it evaporates. And the washing, oh, I touched my penis, I'm so disgusting. Relax. God, we finger girls before we get married. Look what I bought today. There's a British section at my local grocery store. They got crisps and iron brew. You gotta be careful with this shit. It has a lot of caffeine. It's not just for hangovers, it's for Scottish hangovers. So it's got 67 tablespoons of sugar and enough caffeine to fucking change the world. But it's yummy as shit. Yeah, David Thwells. That's the guy in that video from that band Yard Act. The song is 100% Insurance. Play that Naked. Remember this? You have to see this movie if you haven't seen it. This was his peak time, early 90s, Mike Lee. She's the best. She's dead. That's him there.
Festival, winning Best Actor and Best Director awards. At the Toronto
She's a
Film
Jew.
Festival, it won the Critics' Prize. From acclaimed director Mike Lee, the creator of High Hopes and Life is Sweet.
She died really young.
A different kind of movie.
What is a proper relationship?
Proper relationship.
Living with someone who talks to you after they've bunked you.
They're not the best part.
Are
Nor
they
is
both
that.
the same size, or is one bigger than the other?
Thewless.
You look like my mother.
But his rants are what makes the movie. Why isn't that in the trailer?
Yeah.
Good.
Look up Naked Rant. Mike Lee, Leigh. I know. It's tedious. It's esoteric. British cinema. It's Veterans Day. We should be talking about our vets. We will. I got a lot of shit here today. This might be a long ep. We got... If he's following that security guard around talking about life...
Either. Fucking hell. Have
Yeah.
you got any suggestions?
Nope.
So what do you do now?
I'm gonna get some breakfast.
You know, I could do with something to eat. Can I come with you?
Have you got any money?
No,
Well, how are you gonna pay for it?
I'm not.
Well, I'm hungry.
Did you have to go and beat her up?
I never beat her up.
You shagged her, though?
No.
Oh, yeah. He's a security guard at a building, and he's in love with this woman across the street who he watches from the museum, the old guy.
You don't believe me, do you?
And then this guy goes over and fucking ends up in her room, which
She's
the guy
older
sees. Anyway, long tangent. Great. Mike Lee. Watch them all. I haven't seen them all. He has a thing on that amazing painter. Go click on his IMDb. It's John. Scroll down. A lot of class system stuff. Mr. Tanner, Mr. Turner, John Turner. And the great thing about Mr. Turner is it's about one of Britain's most seminal landscape painters. He's no hero in this. Like he fucks, I think he rapes his maid. And they just sort of throw that in. Finally, a fucking character with depth. Here in America, you're constantly seeing these black guys in movies that are so perfect. Like every character Don Cheadle played outside of House of Cards. And you're just like, I don't care if you live or die. You're perfect. They worship you so much. And we're going to get to the chick who kissed Jasmine Crockett's shoes. You worship this group so much that you make them into Jesus figures so we can't relate to them. So you kind of wrecked your blacks, Mr. Director. But not Mike Lee. He shows everyone warts and all. Career Girls, of course, is great. I keep pushing that. All right, that's enough British cinema. But it was cool seeing David Thewlis in that Yard Act video. Let's start the show, starting now. We're still free, I guess, right?
Yep.
I wonder how long are you allowed to play a song for?
I am not sure. What I've been told is that you can play the song. Obviously, you comment on it, and you won't be monetized, but it's not going to be a copyright strike that affects the channel. Something like that.
Well, that's not good either.
No, it's not great.
Anyway, you're allowed to say Happy Veterans Day. You cannot say Happy Memorial Day. You're not happy on Memorial Day. You do barbecue some delicious burgers, and you are with your family, but it's important to remember what the day is for, and it's the men who have died. My wife was like, we always watch a war movie with the kids on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. It's like, what movie should we do? Apocalypse Now? I'm like, my youngest is 12. I don't know if he's ready for that. And I don't want to turn him off these movies, so I want to keep them sort of fun. And we can get heavier over time and do like All's Calm on the Westward Front or whatever it's called. That's the hyper advanced level. Or that one about the beach there. It's not D-Day when all the people in. No, that one's good too. But the one where
Saving Private Ryan.
No, the Brits.
Oh.
All these local civilians volunteered their boats to help rescue the Brits from the French coast and bring them back to Britain because we didn't have enough boats. So you had like fishermen going to France to get our guys, Britain's guys.
Oh, yeah.
What's that one called again? It's fucking amazing. Ezra Levant just brought a tour group to that spot. The southern, Devon, I guess it is, the most southerly English spot. But look that up, Jamie.
Yep. It was Dunkirk, right?
Dunkirk,
Yeah.
There it is. So I think we'll do Three Kings. It's fictional, but my wife was going, these men on the group chat, the family chat, these men gave their lives for wars. I mean, some of the wars were stupider than others, and I go, honey, that's not the point. In fact, it kind of is the point. That you're brave enough to just sort of throw your hat in the ring, if that's an expression, to put everything on black at the Baccarat table. You go, I am hereby, we know we need an army. So don't say we don't need armies or any bullshit like that. Every country has an army. Every country has borders. Every country, for better or for worse, has a leader, a representative at the United Nations, whatever. So these are things that are not open to debate. Okay, we're not getting rid of the police. We're not getting rid of prisons. We're not getting rid of the border. Shut up. So you have to have an army. That's a given. But these guys go, okay, I'm in. And then they just go, please don't let this war be gay and stupid. Like basically all wars. What was World War I? Some guy with a big mustache got shot in a little chariot, little carriage.
That's what they say.
He's off to see the opera or something. Okay, well, Franz Ferdinand, whoever, we'll catch the bad guy and we'll put him to jail. I don't think we really need a world war for an assassination of the Duke of Bismarck or whatever the fuck his name was. So no one is able to explain to me what World War I was about. I still don't understand it. World War II, and untold deaths. I mean, what were these two wars put together? 100 million? Look that up. Total death toll, civilians, everything, for World War I and World War II, which was basically the same war. What was it, a 14-year break? And then World War II. That was supposed to be a good one, right? But then
Anywhere from 66 million to 96 million.
all right, I'm going to go with a hundo.
Yeah.
But World War II is sort of known as the good war. Nazis were bad. They were killing Jews. We went in there and we stopped them. That's the sort of high school version you get. I don't think we knew about the Jews till way after the war. The concentration camps, all that Auschwitz stuff was discovered way later. So we weren't really going in there for that. I guess we went in there because Churchill told us to. That's why America went in. Canada just was already there on Britain's behalf, in a way. But then you read The Unnecessary War by Pat Buchanan, where he goes, look, it's communism versus Nazism. That's a snake and a scorpion. Let them fight it out. The scorpion will sting the snake. The snake will bite the scorpion. They'll both be dead. And we don't have to lose anyone. And that's his argument. That's 1-7.
Yep.
Buchanan's interpretation generally holds that British and American participation in both World War I and World War II was avoidable if British leaders had recognized that Germany was no threat to the vital interests of the British Empire. Banking his thesis on such supposed benevolence from Wilhelm II and Adolf Hitler, Buchanan criticizes various British policies of the 20s and 30s and argues collaterally with Hitler's statements disclaiming fundamental conflicts with Britain. If I recall, Hitler begged Britain not to get involved. I mean, he had seen firsthand what happens with the war on two fronts, and he decided, no, this war is going to be on one front, East. Good. Destroy Stalin. And then you go, well, Korean War, I guess that was good. You were stopping communism. And then Vietnam, that's known as the stupidest war ever. I've never met anyone who supported it, including the Vietnam vets we've had on the show. And there's an argument for that. You know, I was fighting the spread of communism throughout Asia. No one seems to think that, though, when I bring it up. So that's, I think, the interesting thing about Veterans Day, is that they don't have the luxury of saying, so wait, what's this about? Pol Pot? What am I doing now? Where the fuck is Afghanistan? Like Iraq and Afghanistan. Iraq was supposedly weapons of mass destruction. We were mad about 9/11. Iraq had nothing to do with it. Afghanistan, there's an opium trade. ISIS is taking root, but is ISIS a threat to American soil? Well, they did 9/11, and there's regular jihadi attacks here. We just thwarted one in New Jersey where they wanted to mimic Paris. They were going to become the new Tsarnaev brothers, and we caught them, thank God. But that was a large group, too. It wasn't just 2 kids. I think their posse was like 12. So, yes, Islam is a threat. I think it's... Actually, it's funny. You often wonder, what's a bigger threat, Islam or communism? And the beauty of New York City is we get both. We don't have to choose. We don't have to decide what's a bigger threat to the West, communism or Islam, because they found a common enemy, you. And they're holding hands, just like they did in Iran in 1979. The Muslimists, the Islamists, the communists all got together and they said, fuck the West. And then, of course, once they gain power, then they can turn on each other, which is what happened in Islam won. Communists are long gone. But this is ancient news. This British vet regrets. You've seen this, right? This was viral. It was seen as very controversial. I think his name is Adil Ray. He's a Muslim, proud Muslim, who was very excited about Mamdani being elected. He said, oh, good, Sharia or Sunni Muslims. Yeah, they're all about the heart of Sharia. Wait a minute, he did say Sharia. Okay, Sharia law says if you get raped, you're a woman, you need 2 men to say you were raped to equal 1 man saying you weren't raped. And good luck finding other Muslims that are going to go, she was fucking raped, man. No way. They don't snitch. Adil Ray hauled in my bosses after bringing back Sharia law. He said, Sharia law, where you can beat your wife if she doesn't fuck you. I know, some of it sounds tempting. He said, the heart of Sharia is social justice, welfare, fairness, charity, and cohesion. I would add taqiyya to that list. lying your face off to help Islam, to help jihad. So anyway, this guy is disappointed. We assume it's because of the brownification of Britain, Sadiq Khan and the like, the Mamdaniization of all of Britain. He got the autographs of these dumb cunts.
Wow.
Fucking pathetic. Speaking of Veterans Day, James O'Keefe's got a good interview. I'm going to be seeing him on Thursday, God willing. What's going on with the shutdown? So it's Tuesday.
I think they're saying Monday it's going to be back. The government's going to be back open.
Well, they say they might vote on it tomorrow,
Okay.
but I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
My flight, I'm just concerned about the G-Dog.
On Thursday.
So my flight's on Thursday. I don't,
How much leeway do you have to?
zero.
Oh gosh.
An hour and a half.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So if it's even close to delayed, I'm fucked. They have like this deadline with the shuttle bus. But I don't like going to things a day in advance. You got to go, you get there, this is a Mar-a-Lago thing. It's like a awards ceremony for citizen journalists. But you get somewhere a day early. Okay, it's 8. You eat alone. Maybe you go to a bar alone. You're looking at other people.
You're describing all of my weekends.
They're laughing. What are you guys laughing about? Yeah. They look over. What's that guy staring at us? And you look down. You're like the elephant man. Then you go to your hotel. You don't beat off, of course. That's not done. You don't feel like talking to people. You probably call your wife. Say, how are the Mets doing? I can't get it. They won't play it on this TV here in Texas. Then you go to bed. You wake up like bright and early at 9, shower, whatever. Now you got like 7 hours to kill. I mean, it takes all my... I think one of the big problems is I go, well, I have to get wasted now. I need to get in a time machine called booze. Because I'm not just going to sit here for 7 fucking hours. What am I going to watch? 6 movies? Oh, you get some work done. Anyway, so sorry. That's a long way of saying I'm concerned about Thursday. But it'll be good to see James if I do get down there. And it's at Mar-a-Lago. That's exciting. But he does a great interview on his site. The best thing that ever happened to James was getting ousted by his own company. Possibly same with me and Vice. Canadian veteran banned from the Capitol. So this guy has done some horrific things, this war vet. He went on a hike, which is deemed illegal because it was high fire season. But he's like, I'm on an island. I think I'm okay. So he was fined $28,000 for going on a hike. And then he was fined for being at the trucker convoy and waving an American flag. Jeff Evely. Play the audio?
Warrant officer retired.
No, go back.
Jeff Evely.
To the introduction. Not the whole thing.
What is your first
on.
learned of Jeff when he went into the woods in Canada despite a ban on hiking in Canada? In fact, I had intended to do that myself, and then I found out somebody had already done it. Got his attention, flew to Nova Scotia to go hiking myself with OMG. And today, Jeff joins us here in studio in West Palm Beach. Nice to see you again.
Likewise, James. Thanks so much for bringing me down here.
I know that we spent some time up there in Nova Scotia together. We had some long conversations, so I was hoping we could replay some of these for my audience, some of those conversations that we had. Let's go right to it. The travel ban in Nova Scotia, the absurd $25,000 hiking ban, and guys, if you want to pull up the ticket.
Anyway, we won't bother. It's a really great interview. The guy's awesome. Wonderful veteran who is still fighting for the rights and freedoms of the West, despite everyone's insistence to the contrary, including our own citizens who cannot wait to shit on our own culture and destroy ourselves. I'm going to show you this kid in Berkeley who was attacked by Antifa while white people said, "You're bleeding, white boy," after they beat him up. All white people, of course, doing this. We are our own worst enemy in many ways. But I guess we'll start it with, I guess this all goes under the guise of racism. Like Mamdani isn't successful because he's a socialist or a Muslim. He's successful because he's brown. And white girls love voting for people like that because it feels rebellious. They also love literally kissing their feet. Not just Jasmine Crockett, but the black Hebrew Israelites. They're here in the South Bronx. They're also down in Brooklyn. They do these, street speaking things. And white people literally line up to kiss their feet. And they hate fucking white people. Anyway, so yeah, we can put this all under the umbrella of racism. Let's play the racism.
Want
intro.
to kick the YouTubers?
No, I want to do this Jasmine Crockett thing.
Okay. Sorry, YouTubers. I didn't mean to make you hate me.
I'm a black female. What else could I have done to piss you off?
Black woman? This is really inconvenient.
That's racist!
I have a dream. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb. Black Betty had a child. Bam, lamb, the damn thing.
I didn't make that intro, by the way. I'm seeing it through YouTube eyes now. Okay, so Stephanie Miller is a loser. She may be Jewish, I don't know. Most importantly, she's childless. So what do women do when their maternal instincts are not satiated by a little guy or a gal? They get a dog. They get into politics. Well, why do they get into politics? Because they're looking for babies to adopt. And what do they adopt? The downtrodden, the weak, the sick, the refugees. They see blacks as victims, and we see this when we look at their TV shows. We have a whole thing on Cop Talk this Thursday with these. It'll literally be a black guy taking his daughter to her science class. And the cops pull a gun on him, even though he's a special agent, by the way. So that's the world they live in. They see blacks as doing badly because the world is mean to them. And they want to take them in, take them under their wing. And then when they see a black woman, most moms want a daughter, at least one. So they have their victim, their baby, their wounded animal. They see blacks as like sick dogs at the pound that are malnourished and just need some more food. That's why they're so adamant about EBT not being touched. They're just hungry. That's another one I saw the other day. It was this black girl. Oh my God, do we have to play this? Yes. Go into Cop Talk. I'm going to cannibalize Cop Talk for a second here. I love looking at these shows because you get to see inside a woman's brain. And it is a crazy place to be, man. So this is under woman porn and rich white kid, racist cops. Oh, yeah. Just look at Chicago PD. This is typical of these shows that only women watch. And it shows where their brains are at.
Arrested. All right, how about I take that bet, sir? You said she was on.
I don't know. Look at her. She's a crackhead. Figured she might have a weapon. I caught her trying to put this under her coat.
I'm not a drug addict. I just wanted to make my boy a sandwich.
How much is the bread?
$1.50.
How about we let it slide? Have her work it off helping you.
This junkie tried to rip me off. Do your job and lock her up, or I'm gonna call some real police.
You want the real police? Okay, now you've got them. Do all those licenses look up to date? Cigarettes, dairy, produce?
Step aside for a second, sir. Let me check this out.
Hey, I pay my taxes. It pays your salary. She's the one who broke the law.
Are those rat turds? That's a definite violation.
Just get her out of here.
All right.
Here you go.
Wait.
My bad. We're so screwed.
Glenn's gonna freak. I got a better idea.
You're gonna give me 2 days on this, Alvar.
Thinking a lot sooner, like by the end of this shit.
Brother, you came here for the same day service. $500 cash and no deal.
I don't have it. $250.
Get on the horn and borrow it then.
And you the one that bought the bread for Sandra over at the A1? It's my homie's sister.
Okay, I'm lost.
Man. You know,
Stop
lost
it.
a job last year.
Looks like these cops are just constantly breaking the law. So you get robbed, and because it didn't look like they paid for that lunch meat.
I think that one of the cops put money down on the table as they left.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
He's
I
a
missed
good,
that part.
great guy. Great guy.
Anyway, that's a broad's brain. And it's just not the case. So this woman, Stephanie Miller, is a perfect example of this. She's 60 now. I think she dated Weird Al Yankovic, but no one wanted to fuck her. She refused a bunch of marriage proposals. And
She
now,
was on like Air America Radio, I think.
yeah, hyper liberal. And she sees Jasmine Crockett walk in and she kisses her fucking feet. Can you imagine if Stephanie Miller walked into a Jasmine Crockett's office and Jasmine dropped to her knees and began kissing her feet? Look how much Jasmine loves this too. She spent probably 3,000 taxpayer dollars on her hair. And there she is getting worshipped as they all laugh hysterically. What's going on with the black dude in the background? He's like, these fucking white people, man.
Definitely security for.
He's actually worried about white people. He's like, damn, I used to hate them, but they gone too far hating themselves. They picked up the slack. What the fuck? I can't wait to tell the guys about this. He's the only one not smiling. Jasmine, of course, loves it because she sees herself as the second coming of Christ, so this is normal. She actually thinks she's being benevolent by going, get up, get up. You don't have to kiss my feet. I'm just the greatest. What does she say there? Stephanie Miller quickly owned it. She's like, yes, I kissed her feet. I worship the ground she walks on. You mean the stolen land she walks on? Why, yes, I did kiss the sneakers of Jasmine for US, and I do worship the ground she walks on, and she was lovely about it. Lauren Chen goes, is this a fetish? Yes, it is in a way. Yep. But this is what childless women do. They fucking adopt. And if I was a black, I'd be pretty insulted that I'm seen as this wayward lost puppy who needs to be adopted and taken in. All right, second racism thing.
There's video of the thing if you want to see.
Of the kiss? Oh, there's her talking about it.
Talking about it, okay.
Yeah, but play it.
Can you confirm that I just kissed your sneakers? This is true. She's on camera saying she'll do the radio. I am. We're doing it. Future senator of the great state of Texas. I'm gonna miss Ted Cruz so much. He's so likable. Oh my God.
What is the policy of Ted Cruz's that you hate the most? You say he's very unlikable. Okay. I won't be having him over for dinner then. But as far as policies go, Stephanie, what sticks out like a sore thumb when Ted does his business? You have no fucking idea because you're just playing house. Jasmine Crockett is your easy bake fucking oven. It's all Barbie dolls. It's all playing house. None of it is real. And the worst case scenario is they become teachers and they brainwash our kids. And now our children, our students, are fucking... I'll cut it off after this, but the hatred they feel for Charlie Kirk, well, we know it's based on myths, like when he said, when Joy Reid says that she wouldn't be where she is without affirmative action, what you're saying is black women don't have the cognitive ability to do the job. They cut out the first part and just leave black women don't have the cognitive ability to do the job. No one looks into that, and they go, okay, Charlie Kirk was popular because he said black women are retarded. That's where they're at, which is ironic because that's fucking retarded to believe. If I heard that about anyone, I'd be like, yeah, let me look that up. That doesn't sound quite right. So when they see someone wearing a Freedom shirt at Berkeley, supporting Turning Point, I guess, was doing a show at Berkeley. I guess it would be J.D. Vance taking over for Kirk. I don't know why you bother, guys. Like, why don't you go to Harlem and try to sell country music records while you're at it? Nothing's going to change. Fuck them. Fuck the left. But anyway, this is what happens when you try to sell them Freedom shirts. Really bothers me, by the way, how he has a medium Freedom shirt over a large blue T-shirt. Nazis go home. Look, this guy's blowing weed on him or cigarette smoke. What is that?
Fuck you, fascist! Fuck you, fascist! Chingala migra!
What's that? Chigana migra? Somebody migrant?
Spanish, I think.
Thanks, Shah.
Chinga.
We are all migrants, maybe?
Chinga is like fuck.
Fuck you, fascist! Fuck you, fascist! Fuck you, fascist! Fuck you, fascist! Chingala migra!
Migra is fascist?
Probably.
Look at this smoking thing. I've never seen cigarette smoke as a weapon before.
Fuck ICE! Fuck
Fuck ICE. They have such a large net, don't they? Fuck fascists.
Oh, they're
Fuck-
saying, yeah, MIGRA is immigration authorities.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that. Fuck ICE.
So fuck immigration authorities in both countries, I guess.
First speech of the night.
And then Christians are fascists.
Jesus Christ is the Messiah.
Now, just to play devil's advocate here, what did you think was going to happen, buddy? Like, why don't you go to East New York with a sign that says, get a job? Welfare's for losers.
Hello. I first want to thank all of you all for coming out here. And I do
You know
want
what?
to pay
Stop.
attention to our
Isn't it interesting how some of the shittiest things said in America all sound like this? Whether it's a COVID mask or a kafaya or an Antifa balaclava or just the shiesty that the black kids wear. This is the common language of the piece of shit. And it's ironic, again, because you're muffling yourself. You're stifling your own speech. Trippy, man.
here. They have a point. It is our job as students to be educators within the student movement.
Wait, stop. No, it's not. It's your job as a student to become educated. It's the opposite of your job. You're the educatee, not the educator. Not that they're getting educated.
To say fuck fascism when we don't tell why we mean it.
Well, stop. See that little midge? He just grabbed all the shirts and threw them, and then he immediately scampers away. They're like rats.
Okay, and this is it.
Guys, that's exactly what they want. That's exactly.
So they just start beating on the guy. It's okay to punch Nazis. So I guess he stole a shirt. The dude who's there in the Freedom shirt, he won't let that guy go. So maybe the guy grabbed a t-shirt and ran. Look, he just won't. Yeah, that's what it is. He probably has a balled up shirt. He won't give it back. He is bleeding. He leaking, as they say.
What happened, white boy? Hey, white boy, what the fuck happened?
That's what I wanted you to see. Hey, white boy, what the fuck happened? Look how white that guy's skin is. And you know that he passes for white in all sort of white contexts. He's probably Chilean, so one of these rich Chileans whose mother never changed his diaper. He grew up with nannies. He's never done the laundry once, but now he's here and he's calling everyone white boy.
Hey, white boy, you learned your lesson?
Anyway, you leaking, white boy.
I got a message from somebody that says they know this guy. He'd come on the show if you want to interview him.
Oh, cool. Like right now you got that?
I got it earlier this morning. I didn't know what he was talking about, but now I know.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to talk to him.
All right, I'll follow up on that then.
I thought this is a great comment I read. UC Berkeley, that's where they are, the birthplace of the free speech movement in '64, where students once risked arrest and expulsion to champion the unfiltered exchange of ideas. Today witnesses its own progeny, supposedly enlightened heirs to that legacy, descending into mob barbarism. A man minding his business with nothing more provocative than some shirts that pricked their delicate sensibilities has his property hurled and stolen and his body battered by fists, all while the rise of the tolerant chorus stands idle, phones aloft like modern-day Roman thumbs, capturing the savagery for likes and shares. This isn't activism, it's the grotesque de-evolution of a once noble cause into petty thuggery, a betrayal of the very principles Mario Savio thundered from Sproul Hall's steps, that ideas, no matter how odious, must be met with more speech, not shattered jaws and scattered merchandise. The so-called progressive left, draped in its tattered cloak of Berkeley storied tolerance, reveals its true colors here. Not vibrant, but the dull gray of hypocrisy. Can't handle a viewpoint that doesn't echo your echo chamber? Resort to violence. Then virtue signal from the sidelines. It's pathetic. A stain on an institution that shouldn't be, that should be a beacon, not a bunker. I thought Anthony was talking about that with like Nick and me and other people and Alex Jones, where they say, you know, like when I did that 10 Things I Hate About the Jews, it was obviously a satirical thing about Jews and Christians coming together. It was a funny little video that everyone took totally literally. Basically, good satire tricks people at first. It pulls you in, like Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal. What was that, 300 years ago, where he suggested that the Irish Catholics start eating their young to help the Irish population cull and be fed. But what these colorless turds do is they take all of your hyperbole, your incendiary, your satire, and they hurl it against you and take it totally literally, because there's a massive demand for assholes, evil fascists, and they don't exist. So they take your jokes and make it real. And then they say you're hiding behind jokes. And to them, I say, fuck you. You're trying to take away the color in my speech. You're trying to make everything gray. You go to a punk rock show in 2025 and every single person on that stage feels exactly the same about everything. And so does the entire audience. Every indie rock show, every single person in the audience hates Tommy Robinson and Charlie Kirk. And so does everyone on stage. And all those guys want to do, well, Charlie Kirk wanted to preserve Christianity, and Tommy Robinson doesn't want kids getting raped. But they're patriotic, so they're fascist, so fuck them. That is communism. That's gray. That's depressing. And I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to change my words so that no matter what clipping you do, no matter how much context is removed, I can't be misquoted. I can't be misheard. Because there's no end to that. Look at the Charlie Kirk thing. He says to Michelle Obama and Joy, what's her name? Reed, both admitted that they only got where they are because of affirmative action. He said, what you're saying is, and then said the odious thing about black women and cognizance. They clipped out the first. So even a guy who never swore once, Mr. Clean Pants, Charlie Kirk, Goody Two-Shoes, and they still eviscerate his verbiage and come up with some new kidnapping note with cutout letters to make him say something he didn't say. So no, I'm not changing my speech for you. I'm not complying. I will not comply. And with that being said, after breaking many YouTube rules, I'm going to go behind the paywall now, and I won't see you for free until Monday. Just to prove that this is Tuesday, here's today's paper. Chuck Schumer is toast, and so is the coach of the Giants, both blue. Yeah, so that's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him. Get fired, get in trouble, be brave, and never stop fighting.